Hi there and welcome to another Elder Scrolls Legends video. My name is Richard, or Moxfire if you want to call me by my in-game name. Today we're going to be doing some ranked play. Uh, didn't do so well on ranked last night. Got pummeled into the bottom of the Serpent at rank 4, so I started playing a lot of really janky, crazy things. I posted a Reddit post of me trying to get a um, Mage Guild recruit or retreat deck working, which I actually did manage to get working once, although I did lose like 7 other times. But we wound up moving back into playing normal decks. Dazer just posted his Tempo Assassin deck. I was watching him play on stream this afternoon before I had to go to work. And I watched, and it looks really good. I don't have all the cards for it. Particularly, I don't have his Daggerfall Mages. I only have one. They are really good. They're difficult to get rid of, and if you combo the Tome of Alteration on with a Sabercat, it does a lot of work. Another one I don't have is I don't have the Wild Beast Collars. I don't particularly like this card because it reminds me a lot of Hearthstone and the RNG element of it. But so far it's been okay. It does give you outs. Like I was playing one game where I needed a Cliff Racer to win the game, or else I would just lose, and I threw it out and got the Cliff Racer and won the game. So you can high roll with it, but it's again, I don't like having like high roll, low roll kind of things in decks. And then I also don't have the House Kinsmans or the Werebats because I personally don't like running them. Instead, I'm running Giant Bats, and what else am I running in place of that? Oh, Giant Bats and Elusive Schemers. I still find that Schemers are pretty good. And give me Cycle. Still not quite as good as the Werebat, I guess, but they're okay. Most notable workhorses in this deck would be the Mournhold Traders. I just crafted a playset of these after doing my opening a bunch of packs, which I'll be posting a pack opening video in a little while. So yeah, these are really good. They're like crazy 2 mana 4/4s. You just own the board with them early, and like you can just straight up win off the back of these. During Cat Purse, I've decided I'm going to save my shiny cat purses because it's my favorite card in the game. I know it's cut purse, but I like calling them cat purses because it's a kitty. And the other card that's really good is Queen Baron's Eye, which I originally, when I first started playing this card, I think I've talked about this in another video, but I thought it was a defensive card, but it's actually both defensive and offensive, and a comeback card. So it has like the full kitty caboodle. You drop it on a full side lane, you put up 3 extra wards, you have a 6/3 with Drain behind them. It sets you up. It's like having a 4 mana Night Shadow with with a taunt already in place. So it's a really good card. It does get removed pretty easily, but later on in the game, sometimes they don't have that removal. And Snowy Sabercat is really good. One of my favorite pack masters to close out the game. And Ungolem, the listener, to open. All in all, it's a pretty balanced deck. It's pretty aggressive off the hop, but yeah, it's definitely been fun to play. You can see my current rank and status. So we did win a lot with this deck. I have a good block here where I just started playing it. I've lost 2 and won a bunch. So it is definitely a deck that performs. We're currently at the top of the lady. So hopefully we'll be able to get into the tower after this. So I'm going to put the deck list up and we'll get right into our first game. Alright, into our first game. Nobu Haiku? That's a hard name to say. Versus a Spell Sword deck. I don't think I've played any Spell Swords yet. I've mostly been playing aggro on the ladder, and this deck does really well against aggro. Hopefully I can pull out a win against control. It's almost worth putting out the Mournhold Trader first, but that Ungolem value is just super duper high, so I'm taking the greedy play there. The Trader is just super difficult to remove, and if you can keep it on the board for 3 or 4 turns, you're doing a fair amount of damage. We're going to take the field lane. We have a good turn 3 play, good turn 4 play. Royal Sage could give us some value here. I think we're going to take the greedy Royal Sage play. See what we get here. Guard, lethal, both good. Breakthrough's not very useful. That's fine. We got a Cliff Racer next turn, pushing another 10 damage. When this deck comes out, sometimes it just comes out like gangbusters. So first we're gonna hit here. See if he prophecies. Nope. And then we hit over here. See prophecy. Nope. And then we hit here. Cliff Racer over there. Made him overdraw his Manticora. Not that he's gonna have enough time to play it. This 5-2 just swings in and dies. Oh, no, he takes out my Mournhold Trader. I'm one off lethal, unfortunately. Probably has a taunt. Nope, that is not a taunt. What do I do here? I think we protect our damage. I just need 1 damage. I need 1 minion to stick. Even with premium removal right now, I don't think he can get rid of both or all 3 of those. Oh, that would get in my way. Okay. Cliff Racer does not clear the board for me. I'm gonna Elusive Schemer over here. And Shadow Shift it back, I guess. I shouldn't have put it over there in the first place. The Shadow Shift corrected my error. I do have enough reach to win. I just need to connect with it. What? How did I do 3 damage to him? Oh, because I had Breakthrough. Oh my god, that was a super huge mistake. I could have just won. I didn't realize that the Breakthrough off of the Royal Sage won me the game. Luckily, it doesn't matter, because he didn't heal. But that was a pretty big thing to totally overlook. I had lethal and I didn't even see it. Luckily, it did not punish me. So you see, this deck is kind of crazy when it comes out. It just goes like gangbusters. So we make it up into the tower, which feels pretty good, considering the last 2 days I've been hammering my head against a rock, trying to get myself up into the next rank. I do have another 24 days left before the end of the season, so I'm pretty confident in my ability to get into Legend. It may take a little bit of time, as I'm not as good as some other players, but a lot of the other streamers and YouTubers that I'm a fan of, like Bradford Lee and Justin Larson and stuff, are all around the same rank. Just a few of the more hardcore ones, like CVH and Dazer, are the ones that have already reached Legend. I think there's only like 19 people in Legend right now, or something like that. So we have 2 Shrieking Harpies and a Black Sap Protector. We just played Aether 2 games ago, I think, and they kicked our butt. This deck doesn't do super well against Ramp Scout. I guess it probably would do well against Ramp Scout if it came out in the right order, but we don't currently have a hand that comes out in the right order. Shrieking Harpy doesn't do a lot for us. We're going to play the Cat Purse. Crushing Blow, to be expected. Black Sap Protector doesn't feel good. Shrieking Harpy, the 1-2, also doesn't feel that good. It contests it, which is something. Better than nothing. I'm not even going to play the second Harpy. The problem is if I'm slow playing this game, I'm going to lose to the ramp and Hiss Grove. Especially if he starts putting out really big bodies like that. I think we're just going to swing here, and then we're going to Saber Cat. Hopefully he doesn't have an answer for that. Probably does, though. Even a silence on it is a pain in the butt, although 3-7 does trade pretty well. Daggerfall Mage would actually be pretty nice here. Mournhold Trader is nice and aggressive. I would like to kill that 4-4 before it becomes a serious problem. That is not what I wanted to have happen to my cat. Here's another Mournhold Trader. So we can't. think I might actually Shadow Shift this to kill this next turn before he turns it into a 6/6. If he ramps, this is a bad play. So I'm hoping he doesn't have any ramp cards. He has to top deck it because he probably would have already played a ramp card. Pushing 8 damage in the field lane feels pretty nice. He's going to want to try to answer that. Oh, that's unfortunate. Probably should have seen that coming, though. No, we don't have an answer for it. Well, I guess we do. I can Doomstalker it. Doesn't feel that good, though. Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to swing here. Doomstalker there. Shrieking Harpy that. Daring Cat Purse. Get rid of that. I'd rather get rid of it now before it becomes a serious problem. I'm pushing a lot of damage in the field lane now. He probably is going to Nahag leave, or if he Hisgrow, or the 3 mana, or 3/5, 5 mana card. What is that again? Hist something or other. Crushing Blow. Saving those just for the cat purses. That's annoying. Well, that kills everything in my lane, which feels pretty bad. So what we're going to do is this. Snowy Sable Cat over there. Swing that into there. Either one he trades will die, and then I can clean up afterwards if I feel like it. Depends on how he trades. He'll probably trade the 4/3 into the 3/3 and then swing into the Mournhold Trader. That's what I would do if I was him. You get the 2/1 taunt that stops my Harpy. I do clean up his side of the board, which is okay, I guess, but I'm out of steam, and he's a ramp deck, so that's unfortunate. I was hoping I'd be able to hit, but that is what happens sometimes. Dune Smuggler over here. Swing this there, swing that there, put down my Protector. Trying to push damage here, but he has had answers to everything. It's one of the things I think. Yeah, there you go, Hist Mage. It's one of the reasons I think I actually managed to get up into Legend really quickly was because this deck is really good against non-ramp scout. It's not like bad against. It's not like bad against ramp scout if it comes out in the right order, but when it doesn't come out in the right order, you just lose. I can swing, push 6 more damage. Doesn't really do a whole lot. He's going to gain 5, put himself back up. I don't have any other options, though. Trust Reaper deals with that side of the board. I'm trying to control the board and push damage at the same time. I only have about 4 more turns before this all just ends badly for me. But if I can push enough damage, I might be able to win. If they get some really lucky top decks, though. Thieves Guild Recruit. Alrighty. And that is annoying. Kind of a win more card that I don't see too often. Although I've been seeing it quite a bit more lately. I probably should have put that in the field lane. I'm sort of not caring anymore. I'm going to lose this game. But the correct play was to play it over here because the 1/2 doesn't contest it. The 2/2 does, the 3/3 does. He'll probably trade the 3/3 in. Here comes the double Hiss Grove. The most fun of cards. I'm getting pretty tired of how much Hiss Grove I'm seeing on ladder. I built a Hiss Grove deck and I tried to play it. It was pretty boring. It basically plays itself. Just play cards until, or can try to hold the board until you win. That's it. So now he wins. Although he did overload one side of the board, which was kind of stupid on his own part. He lost out on some value from his Leviathans. Give him the old nice play. I'm gonna Fighters Guild recruit. Where do I want that? I'll put it over here. Deal with one of the 8/8s. If I have some lucky prophecies, I might actually still be in this, just because of the fact he overloaded that side of the board. And the Leviathan, I'm gonna kill one of the Leviathans. I wouldn't have popped that last rune if I was him. I can kill that anyway. No, but then my 4/4 stays alive. He's 50 mana and 1 card in hand. What is that card gonna be? Leaf Lurker. Ooh, that is really annoying. Now I lose. Where's the Tazcad? Not enough damage though. Get a little bit of drain. I have to hope for Lucky Prophecy at this point. Highly doubt I'm gonna win this. If he didn't Leaf Lurker, I might have had a chance there. But no, what do you expect? Keeps the Leaf Lurker in hand just for that instance. And that's game. Directly into the Serpent. Alright, one more game. Must not be a lot of people on right now. I was just playing AC Beans as well before. He's playing sort of a tempo aggro kind of deck as well. Oops. Try and be nice and say hello. Do I Dunestalker? No. My hand is very reactive. Need him to play something first, which he will. Okay. We're gonna Catburst here. Catburst feels pretty nice. He probably has a Firebolt to remove it, but you can hope. Sometimes you can climb on the back of those Catbursts and ride them all the way to victory. So here we're gonna Dunestalker. I really don't want the Dunestalker to die, so I'm actually gonna Harpy over Ungolem here, which I want the Ungolem out as quickly as possible, but at the same time that's 3 extra damage on board against an aggressive deck that uses win more cards like Jarl. I need to make sure that he doesn't get those kinds of cards off here. So Ungolem the Listener is pretty good. Blacksap Protector's also good. We're gonna hit first though. Am I gonna trade anywhere here? I'm definitely trading there. The 1/1 will trade there next turn, so I can kill that if I want to. Is it worth it? I'll probably lose my freaking cat to it. If I swing with this, he can swing 1 and hope that it hits. I really don't want him having a good creature from that, but also he can't attack with it right away. No, we're going to attack with both. So I'm going to hit with that one first. He hits a Prophecy. You can tell the game like lags for a second or something. You lose the glowing around all the guys that you had actions for before. That's annoying. He also activated his Balmora Spy. Perhaps the correct course of action there was to... Oops, almost did the wrong thing. Was to clear the board, but I don't feel that bad about everything. So he swings the 1/1 and the 2/2, or 1/1 and the 2/1 in there. Hits one of my creatures. Hopefully he just kills the... I'd prefer the Harpy to die the most. Still doesn't have enough to kill the Catburst, which is nice. I do want to get rid of that Steward at some point. Ooh, perfect. He gets rid of the 3/1 with the Balmora Spy. Hopefully nothing good comes out. Ooh, of course he gets a Daggerfall Mage. Throw him the old nice play for that one. That was very unfortunate. Here we're going to actually sack the Ungulum. We're going to hit with the cat. Dunestalker the cat over and then put the trader into this lane so I can clear out the ward and I don't have to deal with any of that side of the board. If he wants to get into a race, my cat's going to get a lot bigger, especially with a Worn Hold trader out. He does have 5 cards in hand, so likelihood of a lightning bolt is high. Weapons are also high. That Daggerfall Mage pull on the Balmora Spy is pretty much like the best 3-drop you can get out of it. It's one thing I really dislike in games like this is RNG. But it is an element of the game. Just have to play around it as best you can. Alright, here we're actually going to Giant Bat. Push as much damage as we can. So we hit with the cat first. Then we hit with the trader. And then we hit with the Dunestalker. And then we're actually going to Black Sat Protector. He hasn't had an answer yet, so he has to top deck an answer for my cat purse. I'm pushing a ton of damage and have a guard out. He's digging for cards. Pretty good chance I'm going to win this one. Shrieking Harpy chains me. I still have enough damage to win the game. Daggerfall Mage does not do it. Good game. Especially with the reach in my hand. A ton of damage in my hand. Okay, wait, let's do this properly. So hit there, win the game. Alright, so instantly thrown into the Serpent and immediately climb back out. So if you are looking to climb on ladder, shout out to Dazer and his tempo deck. It has done wonders for me so far. I'll put a link in the description below. If you want to check out his website, it's legendsmeta.com. It is a really good resource for all kinds of good information regarding Elder Scrolls Legends. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and just remember, don't do anything I wouldn't do.